There's a letter on your desk, a job offer, the same job you do now, but in America, and the salary is nearly double. Do you sign it? Every comparison you've seen online stops at that headline number, which is exactly why every comparison you've seen is wrong. American salaries are bigger. American payslips and American bills work completely differently. Arthur here, and today we're reading the whole offer before anyone signs anything. The tax, the health insurance that replaces the NHS, the 10 days of holiday, the childcare bill, the house prices. We'll run it at 3 levels: a normal salary, a good one, and a great one, and give a verdict at each. Sign it or stay. By the end, you'll know the honest answer to whether Brits really are poorer than Americans. It's messier than either country wants to admit. So let's read this thing properly. 3 offers on the table. Tier 1 is the ordinary earner, a £30,000 job in the UK, matched against roughly $60,000 for the same role in the States. Tier 2 is a solid mid-career salary, £60,000 in the UK, $120,000 in the US. Tier 3 is the ambitious one, £100,000 UK, $200,000 US. Same job, different country. Next page of the offer, the pay slip. This is where the American number starts leaking. In the UK, on £30,000, you take home about £25,100 after income tax and national insurance. On £60,000, you take home roughly £45,300. And on £100,000, you're looking at somewhere around £68,500. Before the personal allowance taper turns the space between £100,000 and £125,000, £140 into an effective 60% marginal rate. Now, the American page. And this is where you need to name a state, because the US doesn't have one tax system. It has 51. We'll run 2 states on purpose, Texas and California, because they're the honest extremes. Texas has no state income tax at all. California's top rate hits 13.3%. On $60,000 in Texas, a single filer takes home just over $50,000 after federal tax and FICA, which is the payroll tax that funds Social Security and Medicare. In California, on the same $60,000, closer to $48,700. On $120,000 in Texas, take-home lands near $93,000. On $200,000 in Texas, roughly $149,000. So already, before we've turned a single other page, the picture is not America pays double. It's America pays more, and then a chunk of it disappears into FICA. And unless you move to Houston, a state government you didn't vote for, at every tier, the American gross is bigger. At every tier, the net gap is narrower than the headline gap. Keep that in mind, because the next 3 pages are going to eat into it. Next page of the offer, the health insurance clause. In the UK, this page is basically blank. You pay national insurance, you pay general taxation, and out the other end comes the NHS. But on this specific document, there is no monthly premium, no deductible, no out-of-pocket maximum, no in-network versus out-of-network fight when your kid falls off a slide. The line item is 0. The American Health Insurance Clause is a small essay. KFF's 2025 Employer Health Benefits Survey put the average annual premium for family cover at $26,993. with the worker paying $6,850 of that out of the paycheck. Then, once you actually get sick, the average deductible on a single plan was $1,886 before insurance really kicks in. Medical debt as a category of American household finance does not really exist in the UK. It exists in the US because these numbers exist. Not editorial, just arithmetic. Healthcare is regressive in America in a way it isn't in Britain. The lower your salary, the harder that line item bites. Next page of the offer, the holiday clause. In the UK, statutory minimum paid leave for a full-time worker is 28 days, including bank holidays, legally guaranteed on every offer at every salary. In the US, federal statutory paid leave is 0 days, not low, 0. What you actually get depends entirely on what your employer felt like putting in the contract. And per BLS data, the typical American offer after 1 year of service is 10 to 14 paid vacation days for the majority of private sector workers, on top of federal public holidays. Whether that matters depends on your life. If you're 24, single, and want to grind, 10 days off doesn't feel like a crisis. If you're 34 with 2 kids and a mother-in-law who needs an operation next year, the holiday page might be the most expensive page of the whole offer. Next page of the offer, the bills. This is where like for like matters and where every UK versus US video on YouTube cheats by comparing London to rural Ohio. Fair pairing, Manchester versus Austin. Manchester's average house price this spring was around £247,000. Austin's average sat near $500,000. On the mortgage page, the American house is a much bigger loan. And on the property tax page, Austin will happily send you a bill in the neighborhood of 2% of the home's value every year, which in the UK would be treated as an act of political sabotage. British council tax feels expensive until you meet Texas property tax. Childcare is where the recent UK numbers actually flip the trope. Post-expansion of funded hours in England, Corem's 2026 childcare survey found that a part-time nursery place for an under 2 is now effectively free during term time for eligible working parents. Families who don't qualify are still paying around £189 a week for a part-time under 2 place, and Scotland and Wales are still expensive. So this isn't a blanket win. In the US, the national average for center-based infant care in 2026 was $1,230 per month, which is roughly $14,760 a year for one child. And unlike the UK, it does not meaningfully drop until the child hits kindergarten age. On our 3 tiers, this line item wipes out most of the American pay advantage for a family on $60,000. At $120,000, it hurts, but survives. At $200,000, you barely notice. So now, let's stamp the verdict on each tier. Tier 1, the £30,000 versus $60,000 offer. The headline says America wins by miles. The full offer says America wins on gross and loses on almost everything else once a family enters the equation. Take home is closer than you think. Healthcare eats $6,850 out of a family paycheck before anyone gets sick. Childcare for one infant runs roughly $14,700 a year. Holiday dropped from 28 days to 10. Verdict on Tier 1, stay. If you're single and childless in Austin, it's a much closer call, and the answer might flip. For the median British family, this offer is not what it looks like. Tier 2, the £60,000 versus $120,000 offer. This is the honest middle. Take-home in Texas is genuinely, materially better than take-home in the UK, even after healthcare and childcare. Because at this income, the US tax system gets substantially more favorable relative to the UK's higher rate at £50,270. But you lose 18 days of holiday. You take on healthcare exposure, and you take on childcare. Verdict on Tier 2. It depends. Sign it if you're moving to Texas or Florida, healthy and either childless or willing to eat the childcare bill. Stay if you're moving to California with 2 kids and a chronic condition, because the tax and healthcare stack undoes the raise. Tier 3, the £100,000 versus $200,000 offer. This is where the American system stops punishing you. The UK's personal allowance taper between £100,000 and £125,000. £140 makes every extra pound at that band worth roughly 40 pence. The US has nothing that ugly at the equivalent income. Employer healthcare plans at this level are usually gold-plated. Childcare, however painful in dollars, becomes a manageable share of income. Property tax on a $500,000 Austin house is $10,000 a year, and you barely feel it. Verdict on Tier 3. Sign it. Not because America is a paradise, but because the specific arithmetic of being a high earner in America is more generous than the specific arithmetic of being a high earner in the UK. So the 3 stamps sit side by side. Stay. Depends. Sign it. And the honest closing truth is this: the question was never which country pays more. It's which country lets your salary keep more of your life. The answer is different at every tier. And the American offer wins loudest for the people who need the raise least. That's the part neither country wants to admit. And now you've read the whole offer instead of just the headline number on the front page. If this was useful, subscribe. Next video, we'll open a different envelope.